If you're going to build an edifice, you would use the superior foundations here, massive stones, and you'd build on top. And you try to emulate that style of building because it's anti-seismic for one thing. And you see, and the Inca built on top of those foundations. And that's what a lot of the archaeological reconstruction today reflects. But if you look at some of the edifices at Machu Picchu, you can see these magnificent megalithic foundations, big stones, polygonal, fit together so tightly you couldn't pass a butter knife between the joints. And then you have on top what sometimes people describe as Inca slop on top, where it's like they're kind of trying to match the style of below, but it's not as precise, it's not as fine. And you can see the clear delineation between the megalithic and then what the Inca are doing, and then also the archaeological reconstructions. I pointed across the courtyard to this exquisite polygonal foundational wall with just sort of crude Inca stuff on top. And I said, why are there two different styles here? Why do you see these large megalithic blocks fit together so precisely, and then you have this other style? And, keeping in mind the archaeological reconstruction, but there was enough of the site there that they could model what they did based on what the Inca had done. And he said, because they liked the way it looked. That was the answer. They liked the way it looked. And I said, you can't really believe that. The reason why there's an inferior mode of building on top of those megalithic foundations is because they didn't know how to do that. They did the best they could. And they were very good, right, at attempting to adopt the Cyclopean style. But the only reason you would do that, the only reason you would put inferior architecture on top of superior foundations is because you don't know how to do that.